My
We
God,
need
have
one
I
of those.
told you that I've been having that me and Monchis have gotten bit by Matilda over and over and over and over and over because she won't take her medication anymore?
Yeah, like you can't fool her anymore.
Dude,
There's
it took
this.
me like half an hour to give her two little pills because she wouldn't take it. And I have to pretty much be like either trying to like jam them down her throat.
Just open her mouth like that and then
Yeah,
throw it.
she'll fucking bite me like crazy. She goes like that.
Damn.
And she'll bite.
You
And
should get one of those
Monchis
gloves.
anda todo like from here, like all.
Pobrecito.
Porque se desespera, and then he tries to like force her and she gets like,
All pissed.
she's fucking evil,
There's this
dude.
guy that I don't know if it was in TikTok also. He has like a, I think it's a bulldog, an American bulldog, and he tries to give him like his pills, and he
Yeah.
tries different ways because the dog will literally get the whatever, like let's say peanut butter, and it'll lick the peanut butter and then it'll drop the pill. Or
That's
like
what
a
Matilda
weenie, it'll
does.
bite the weenie and like eat it and then it'll drop the pill.
That's Matilda right
And
there.
they're like, well, try this, try that, try this. And some things worked, but other things didn't.
Like I went yesterday and I was like, I
Mm.
need to go buy because she had been taking it with peanut butter. Perfectly fine. Like it lasted a long time with her. I would get the spoon, I would put the pills there, and she would even look at the pills and she would take it.
Yeah.
But I think because of that, she eventually started like I guess she tasted it or something.
And she's like, what the
She eventually was like, I don't like it. And she just didn't wanna like take the
the
peanut
pill
butter
anymore.
anymore, you know? And I was like, fuck. So then I'm like, okay, I'll give it to her in blueberries. And then she would eat a blueberries. Boom, boom. She liked blueberries, right? And then she stopped. She didn't want blueberries anymore. All right, cool. I grabbed a weenie and I put it in the weenie and then she didn't want it. Like she would get the weenie and then she would drop it. Like she grabs it from
What?
you, she'll take it from you, she'll leave it in the mouth and then she'll just drop it on the floor and then she'll just look at it
Like I
like
know what you're
she
doing.
know, yeah.
I
And
know
then
what's in
I'm
there.
like, come on, mama, take it. Come on, like be a good girl or whatever. And she won't take it until and then she stopped eating. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Maybe she has corona or something. I don't know. Like,
No.
she stopped eating. She wouldn't eat.
For how
And I'm
long?
like, for days, she didn't eat. So I
What?
would like try to give her whatever food I had, and then she wouldn't eat that either.
What the
And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And you take her to the vet, whatever. And then she started eating again. Like, es que es
normal?
terca. Es terca de
She's
las
just probably being
tercas.
precautious that you might be giving her medicine, so she's like,
She's
fuck
just
this.
like really smart dogs that you're just like, they look, they're like humans.
Yeah.
Como terca,
Little
terca de
kids
que I'm not going to eat that. I don't want to eat that. And she wants you to give her something better.
that she wants, yeah.
Yeah. Pero está
And
loca, like I'm like she's
you're
crazy. She's
not,
gonna
yeah.
eat what she needs to eat or whatever, right? And then I'm like, you need to take your medicine. So then like I went yesterday to go buy her all these like different treats where I can put the medicine in.
Hmm.
I gave it to her, she doesn't want it. And then there was some pill pocket thingies where you put the medicine in there and then it tastes like chicken or it tastes like whatever. She'll drop it. And then she'll take it and she'll just be like looking at it, but she won't eat it. So I'm like, oh my god. So literally I have to give her a treat, have it like that, and then I'll stick whatever. And then I'll close her
Oh,
mouth and I'm blowing in her nose so she can swallow because they
yeah.
say you have to blow so they can swallow. But I
Yeah.
start like closing her mouth and then
And then
blowing on it. And then she's just like there, like
like all
not
pissed. Or
swallowing. She's not swallowing. She has it there, and she like stays there forever. And then whenever I let her go, she and I'm
ah,
like, ooh, it's so frustrating.
yeah.
Like a whole like
Wow.
process with her
What
until
about
he,
some have you tried a little bit of like meat or
I've tried
something?
everything. I've tried everything.
Me too?
Meat, chicken,
What
fries,
the fuck?
everything. She'll like eat around it or she feels it and she'll throw it. And
That's
sometimes it was
crazy.
funny because
I
before
wonder if
this
you could dissolve
happened,
the pill.
I have. I dissolved it and I put it in peanut butter like that. And then I would try to give it to her like that. And she took it a little bit, but then she stopped. She didn't want it anymore.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
So
She's
I've tried
smart.
everything. She's fucking smart. And then so I get mad at her when she fucking bites us because I'm like, fuck, like
Like we're trying to do this for your own
I'm like, this
good.
is for your own good. Like you need to take these every single day though. It's like every single day this is what we go through. Morning and night. Morning, night, morning, night.
It's the
It's like
same
I have
thing.
to be begging her to take her pill. And
That's
then she just
crazy.
looks at me like,
Do you give her snacks around the time you give her like not around, but like other than when you're gonna give her pills, do you give her snacks?
yeah, but not every day like that. Like I
M-
didn't give her snacks
Maybe
every
not,
day.
maybe don't give her a snack and then whenever you're gonna give her one, give it to her with the pill. She's gonna have to take it.
Well, that's what I do. I don't ever give her
Like,
like I don't like before when she was taking it fine with the peanut butter. I would give her snacks throughout the day. Because but that would be like once in a while because I not always, not every day. So it was like a nice little treat. And then now that since I have nothing else, I'm like, how the fuck do I give it to her? Because I have to give her snacks because that's what she'll take. Pero
yeah, no,
hasta eso, she doesn't eat them like right away. Because Oliver le das algo y ya se lo comió.
yeah.
Matilda, she'll take it in her mouth, and then she'll go anywhere else, and then she'll take it out, and then she'll be
And
like
then play with
moving it
it.
around and like eat around it, and she'll like make a mess. And sometimes she won't eat anything; she'll just make a mess.
What? That's weird.
She's so weird. I'm telling you, she's so
She's like,
weird.
fuck this. I'm gonna look for it and see if there's something in
Está
there.
loca la way. She knows. Like today, yeah. Like at the end, I get mad because I'm like, this bitch. Like I'm thinking she's gonna eat it at the end. Like, okay, so lo va a
Yeah, like,
tomar.
yeah, she's getting
It's a
it.
little tiny pill, dude. And that pill has been around in another one. It's like in three different fucking traits already. Because she would take it.
Chinga,
Um,
Matilda.
and I'm like, fuck. And yesterday she didn't take her heart medicine because she puts it in her mouth. But it's a pill, like one of those capsules, but se disuelven. And it was already kind
Oh,
of dissolved weird, where
yeah.
I'm like, I just threw it away. Pero so I'm like,
You're
what do
like,
I do? I'm like,
fuck.
damn, dude, they should have like injections where you take them to the vet, they inject it for the whole
Or
month,
even a
and that's it.
liquid where you could just get the injection and put it in the mouth. Because I have medicine that they give me for Tinkerbell.
Uh huh.
She hates medicine too, but I'll get her and then I'll put the syringe right here on the side of her tooth, and
Yeah.
then I push it in, and as soon as I push it in, she'll just be like eating it. You know what I mean? But that's the only way she'll do it.
If I can't, with Matilda, we're both scared, dude, to even grab
To
her because
Why don't
she's
you
like,
buy those gloves like for
we
the
have
ones for
to.
gardening,
We're
the
gonna
big,
have
the thick
to.
ones? Yeah, you probably
And I think
should.
we're gonna have to because she moves like right over. Like she's crazy, dude.
I'd be
Um,
scared
s-
too.
so I'm like, fuck. And she doesn't stop until she grabs like your
Like
hands.
skin or something.
Yes. And I was like, fuck. Pues a mí ya me había mordido. El otro vez me mordió aquí, dude. Like my nose. She bit my nose. And it
You're
was just
kidding.
like a little scar there. And I was like, oh, it's not a big thing. But see, it got a little swollen.
Fuck, she's
She's feisty, dude.
feisty.
She's a feisty bitch. And I love her. I love her, but I'm like, fuck. I can't be getting bit all the fucking time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, she needs to take her
Que te
medicine.
respete, güey. Que no manche.
Pues
Dile tú
sí, le pongo
respetarte. Ay,
sus nalgadas. Sí, le pongo sus nalgadas.
yeah, they
Because
don't
I feel
care.
bad. I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to do anything bad, you know?
Like, I'm trying to help you out.
You should be thankful. Ay, be thankful.
Muérdala para atrás tú, güey.
Yo también la voy a morder.
Pues, ¿cómo nomás ella sí puede? Ay, ay.
You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Keep consequence. Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm. You're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of F and Adulting with Crystal and Lorena.
Hello, guys.
Hi, I'm Lorena, and over here is Crystal. Right?
Yes.
You're over here.
Crystal G.
Crystal G. Oh, shit. Crystal G.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
Lorena G. Ooh, what?
Whoa.
Why? Double G's. Hey, we should have just named our podcast Double G's, huh?
Oh, that would have been good
Hey,
too.
that sounds really good. Maybe we should
That
change it.
does. Why? No, not really.
No, huh?
No, because if you think about it, like a lot of people like
Don't know a
hate
lot of
adulting
things,
and
right?
yeah, and there's like things that we learn here that everybody else can learn, right?
Like, okay, I'm gonna bring a really cool, fun. Well, it's not a fun fact. It's actually really sad and depressing.
Oh, what?
But I mean, I bet you didn't know, and I didn't know, and the only reason I know this is because of TikTok and a TikToker that I watch. Her name's Mackenzie Benson, I think. Hold on, let me get her. Her name is Mackenzie Barman. It's TikToker at Mackenzie Barman. And she does really cool TikToks, dude. Like she'll do like the real story of like different songs. Like, hey, you know why they wrote it and what it
Oh, that's
means?
cool.
And what this song or these lyrics mean, and like it's super dark all the time. Like, like, oh, McDonald's had a farm, or like all these other ones, like
Yeah.
kit jingles, and then like actual like new music that's out now. She'll like learn what the background is or what it's actually meaning. And
Yeah.
then it's like it's really cute because she does like her like the girl her, right? Coming
Yeah.
out and dancing and being all happy, like singing along and having a really good day or whatever. And then her, she's like kind of like making it like, oh, do you know what you're even singing? And then
Oh,
she starts
yeah.
like throwing facts of like what they actually mean, and it's usually really dark. And the
That's
other girl, which is
crazy.
her, you know, um, she's just like, "What?" And she starts always crying because there's always so
Mhm.
depressing, or it's always something really negative where you're like, "Why does it
And
sound
you thought
so
it was something
like
good.
yeah?" And everybody's like that. Like I feel like a lot of people don't know what we're singing. We don't know the background or the history of anything.
That's I think you're the one that told me about that song with the was it you? The one
Yeah.
that's like,
I think I
oh,
got it from her.
kids with a pop. Yeah. Well, I knew what it was because I like to pay attention to music.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was driving and I'm like, what the fuck? This is talking about a school shooting.
Yeah.
Like,
Like you
like it's
start
telling all you kids better run like from this guy's gun. Like there's a guy there with a gun and he's gonna kill people, you know? And
yeah.
and yeah, so when you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, I thought it was just me, but
So she
it
does that.
is
She pretty much
creepy.
like looks into different songs or
And
like
then yeah.
so she talks about New Year's Day. So New Year's Day wasn't always. I'm pretty much saying everything she's saying on the TikTok. If you guys want to see it, I'll link it down below so you guys can take a look at her TikTok account. It's really cool. It's actually one of those like, oh shit, it's a cool TikTok account because she doesn't do the same thing like everybody. It's like very
Yeah.
original. Um, so she's saying like New Year's Day hasn't always been celebrated or a celebration for everyone. Back in the day, New Year's Day was actually one of the most feared days for enslaved people. It was a day of settling for white folks when deals were made and debts were paid. We can all read about this in Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl by Harriet Jacobs in it's 1861 autobiography. It's a book about, her life.
Mhm.
And there's a part in the book where she recalls one account of a enslaved woman going down with her 7 children, not knowing if they were going to be separated or not. She obviously was separated from all of them and also didn't know where they were going. So she lost all
That's
her kids.
crazy.
However, the holiday did take a more positive note when Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation back in 1863, freeing the enslaved people in the Confederate States on New Year's Day. On New Year's Eve in 1862, enslaved people went to church to pray and sing, and that's why we still have the watch night services in most African American churches. So they
Mm.
have
Yeah.
services New Year's Eve till this day, and it's a night that they come together to pray for more widespread racial equality. And yeah, so back in the day it was called hiring day. It was a New
Hiring
Year's
day.
Day. Yeah, because of that, because of the same thing.
Yeah.
They were like billings and like paying debts and stuff, and
Yeah.
they were pretty much dealing with the enslaved.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
So it's crazy, right? You're like,
Yeah.
what? Because you think like, oh, it was always like
It
that,
was
you know?
always something to celebrate the new year. And I would also think that, like, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's the beginning of the new year. So
And that's what she says. She tells herself like, but it's a fresh start. Well, yeah, but not for everybody.
that's true.
Not for them. They weren't. It was like one of the most feared days because they didn't know whether they were gonna get separated or not.
Or
Because
not. Yeah, that is
their owners were pretty much like, "Oh, I owe you, so here, take this slave or take this," and they would separate families, and
that's crazy. That's sad.
so it's like really dark. I'm telling you, it's a really cool account because you learn a lot. But I bet you a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
It's insane. So there you go. Keep celebrating your New Year's.
Everybody's gonna be like,
Now you're just gonna be like,
yeah, thinking about that.
but now it's like, wow, like,
Well, I'm sure now it's different, like that doesn't happen anymore. I hope,
well, no.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I guess now it's okay to celebrate it,
No, well,
but
yeah, you celebrate it. You're celebrating the fresh start and everything, but that's really
but
nice
that's
that
only
they
for some
still
people. I get what you mean by that
that
also.
they still like the African American community still gets together to like pray for that, like for people to like, hey, have more knowledge on what we went through and what our
Exactly.
ancestors went through, and this is was this even if it's a like it's a happy day, it's a fresh start. Not it wasn't always that. So
Yeah,
we can't really forget that
that moment. Yeah, the times.
what our ancestors went through, because it happened. Sad, it's sad, but it happened,
It
and
is
it's
sad.
something that you just can't just forget about it because it's in history. Like, oh, it didn't happen
Well, I
personally
mean,
to me.
I'm sure we won't forget about it anymore. I mean, I just found out about it today,
And
but I'm
now,
sure
like
after that,
every year, you'll be like, "Wow, now I know why they get together. Now I know that you go to church to pray for that widespread,
for yes,
knowledge, like to let everybody know." So yeah, I was like, "That's pretty interesting. I want to let everybody know.
it
Whoever
is
listens to
interesting.
us, now you're a little bit more knowledgeable." And this is why I like F and
Tiny bit
adulting. You see
more.
what I mean? I like
Always learn
to
something new.
learn stuff and just share it with people. And I know it's not like something that I just, like I was reading about it. I learned it from TikTok, which is, I know a lot of people think it's so silly, like, oh, TikTok, yeah, whatever. But you learn a lot of stuff and
Yeah,
it's
like
stuff
this
that I like
one.
to share, like, so yeah, I'll link her TikTok account down below. That way you guys can
Cool,
take
cool.
a look at it. It's really nice. I like it.
I'd be also into like looking into the music also because that would be kind of cool to know.
Oh yeah, we should do we'll do one. We'll do an
We should.
episode with her and from because she has a bunch of them.
Oh,
I
we
mean, I
should
don't
then.
want to throw like, oh, you guys should listen to us and we came up with this and that, because we're like obviously getting it from her account. But
Yeah.
that's why we shout out her and
For
give
those
her.
people who don't have TikTok, because I know a lot of
Yeah,
people don't have it. I just recently got it
yeah,
and I'm not on it like 100% of the time, So yeah, like
yeah.
I don't see why not.
But it'd be fun to just know because a lot of the songs people don't really pay attention to the lyrics or don't know what they
And they're all
mean.
jamming now, like
Yeah, or you
you're all
have your
singing about
kids like
murder and
yes, or like kids singing, and you're like, these are childhood like songs that I grew up with, and you're like, what? I was singing about all that crazy shit you don't even know.
yeah, and you're all jamming out to it.
Yeah. So, anyways, today we're just pretty much, it is New Year's. Well, this is our New Year's
Episode.
episode because obviously we were both sick. Well, I was sick first, and
Sorry.
then you got sick. So we were kind of like, due to the circumstances of
We had to
stupid
push it back.
COVID, we had to push it back. But we're
Just a tiny
here.
bit.
We're here,
And we're
and
queer.
we're queer. Oh my god. So I want to talk about the difference between the cold, flu, and COVID, the symptoms, okay? But before that, I just want to say our Betty White.
Oh
We were just
no.
talking about this, Crystal.
Why? I know. I
It's
love
like
her.
I kind of feel a little guilty because we're like,
Why?
what? She's still alive. What?
Yeah, I think
And then it's
that's,
like she
and
did.
I was remembering that also. I was like, we were just talking about her. She's dead. Like, and she's so sweet.
She
I
was
felt so
so
bad. It's
sweet.
one of the saddest things, that I've heard.
But
Like,
I mean, she lives a great life.
she did, but still, like, it's
I
sad.
mean,
Like,
she wasn't
all
gonna
her
be alive
funny jokes
forever.
and one more year. Oh, yeah.
We're
Like,
all gonna
he's
say she was 100. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like, she made it. I mean, come on.
to
It was just
100.
one more
Yeah.
month.
She was so sweet, though. I love her.
I don't even know what the
And she was
cause
so
of.
hilarious.
She was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what the
don't know what the
cause
cause
of
of death was
this.
either. Should we
I
look?
don't know if they said anything
Let me
about it,
see.
but
Sleep due to natural
uh
causes. It
oh,
says in her
that's
sleep.
good.
Oh, that's
That's
good. At
the
least she
best
didn't
way to
suffer.
go.
Yeah, like sleeping. I
Yeah,
think
they
so
say that's the
also.
best way.
I think everybody, I mean, that's how I would like to go is in my sleep.
Yeah. So she passed away at her home just at 9:30 a.m. Friday.
December 31st, 2021.
Wow.
Yep.
She finished New Year's and she ended it. And it's crazy because I saw something where they said Kobe started 2021 and then Betty ended it.
Oh.
I was like, oh, right. Beloved actress, comedian, and American icon Betty White has died just weeks before her milestone birthday. Betty is perhaps most famous for her lead role as Rose Nyland in The Golden Girls, which ran from 1985 to 1992. She's been in tons of other big hits throughout her life, though. Betty got her start in radio in the 40s, making appearances on Blondie, The Great Gildersleeve, and This Is Your FBI. She eventually got her own radio program. In 1949, she began working on TV variety show with Al Jarvis called Hollywood on Television, which she later co-hosted before breaking out into more TV roles. Her breakout comedic role came in 1973 when she played Sue Ann Nivens on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which ran until 1977. And then she got her starring role in The Betty White Show. With 115 acting credits to her name, Betty had roles in productions like Life with Elizabeth, Date with the Angels, The Love Boat, Mama's Family, The Golden Palace, Ladies Man, That 70s Show, Higley, Town Heroes, Boston Legal, The Bold and the Beautiful, Pound Puppies, Hot in Cleveland, and many, 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 many other shows and films. So she won 5 Primetime Emmy Awards, including 2 for Mary Tyler Moore, one for Golden Girls, and one for her 1975 SNL appearance, along with Screen Actors Guild Award, American Comedy Awards, and even a 2012 Grammy.
Dang.
Wow. She's been nominated for several Golden Globes and has also been honored with lots of lifetime achievement awards and celebrations through several organizations. Betty had just made headlines this week when she told people, I've heard Ryan Reynolds can't get over his sting for me. They co-starred in the 2009 movie The Proposal.
I love that movie. I love it.
Ryan jokingly responded on Twitter, I'm absolutely sick of the media exploding past relationships just to drive clicks. I love him. The last time we got Betty on camera, she was teasing the launch of her Facebook page back in 2012. As we've reported, Betty had been extra cautious during the pandemic, mostly chilling at home and passing the time by reading, watching TV, and doing crossword puzzles. Betty was
Hmm.
99 and she would have celebrated her 100th birthday on January 17th.
Damn, she's a Capricorn too.
Oh,
Woo!
no wonder. I love Capricorns. Like, I feel like those are I don't know, they're just very
Goofiest.
funny people. They're like very likable, funny people.
We are, buddy.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it was sad. It was sad to hear that she passed away.
It
Like,
was. And I found out through Facebook and I was like, no.
I know. I was like, oh, but Betty
Pobrecita.
White
She's
passed
so cute. She was so
away.
cute.
She
So
was.
pretty and everything.
Sí, está bonita, ¿verdad?
She was such a pretty, yeah, older
She was
lady.
a pretty lady and then she was a pretty old lady.
Yeah,
You
like I
can't
love
say that about
her.
everybody.
Mm-mm.
There's some
No,
ugly old
ma'am.
ladies.
There
And you're
is
like,
some
what?
fugly
You used to
ones.
be really pretty? I don't see
Like,
it. I
I
don't
don't
see
see it either. But her, you could honestly say she was like, she was so cute.
it. She was cute.
She
Se
was
me
beautiful, I
hacía,
think.
a mí se me hacía más bonita que de viejita.
Oh,
I guess because I
cosita.
have a thing for like older people, and that's not
Yeah,
like a
like you
thing
want to
like
take her with you.
ever since I was small. I would see like old,
Cute old people.
and I me daban ternura. Like I would feel like, oh, like
Qué
I
bonita
go hug them,
cosita. Yeah, like quiero que sea mi abuelita or something like that.
See, and I guess that's why I'm like, oh my god. So I want to talk about the difference between the cold, flu, and COVID. Is it a cold or flu or COVID? How to tell the difference? If your head is stuffy or your throat is sore, how can you tell whether you have a cold or flu or COVID? It's a question many were asking or are asking with the arrival of flu season. And then now we have Flurona, which
Oh,
you can
yeah,
get flu and
supposedly.
corona together.
At the same time, yeah.
It's like, oh,
Jesus,
great.
it's like, so do I have it or not? Okay.
So what are
But
the symptoms with COVID-19? The Delta symptoms, Crystal.
all right. So some of the symptoms are slow build of well, there's slow build of symptoms. So it's gonna be headaches, sore throat, runny nose, fever, and body aches.
Yeah. And then we have the Omicron, which is a new strain.
Oh, that's right. That
This is
one
the
you want
one
me
I had. Yeah.
okay for the how do you say it? Omicron ones?
Omicron? It sounds like
Omicron.
a fucking transformer, huh?
Yeah, it does. That's what I was gonna say. Like, what?
Omicron. The fucking transformer. Well, it transforms you.
Crazy. Yeah, it does transform you. It's slowly also slow
Transforms
build of
you.
symptoms. It that one would be cough, fatigue, tiredness, congestion, runny nose, loss of taste or smell unlikely. That's crazy. Now that I'm reading these, I feel like I don't know.
Both.
I had both of those.
You're like, wait a minute.
I
No, I think I
know.
have the Omicron because I lost the taste.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And then cold symptoms.
The cold symptoms, that one is also that one would be runny nose, stuffy nose, sore throat, cough, and congestion without the headache or anything like that. So
Yeah.
the flu symptoms, Their immediate onset of symptoms: fever, cough, sore throat, runny nose, stuffy nose, body aches, and headaches. It's
They're
crazy.
all
Like,
the
they're
same.
all the
It's just
same. Like,
like the only difference is pretty much the taste, loss of taste, which will be the Omicron one.
that, yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then like
So you definitely got to go get checked because
COVID, Delta, you don't get, it doesn't say congest, like there's no congestion, but when you have a runny nose, I feel like you get congested anyways, you know? I don't know. It's just I feel like
it's weird. Yeah,
they're so similar, so it's like might as well just make sure, get tested.
that's true. I feel like I had a combination of all of them.
Right? You're
Yeah.
just like, what the hell? Like,
And it's good. That's why I went to go get checked and stuff. So.
yeah, and it's super easy.
You know what's weird though? I forgot. I didn't even tell you. My brother also got checked. Remember I
And
told you?
then, uh-huh.
He was one of the ones that was sick the most. Like he had a fever. He was horrible. He came out negative.
Well, maybe it was just a cold.
But it's weird because we were all here together. We all came out
Well, you can
positive.
also get a false negative.
Well, that's true. That's why I told him you should go get
Take
checked again.
another one.
Yeah, to go to work today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Roger, if you're hearing us, you're
You better
infecting
go
people,
again.
sir.
Yeah, but his work told him
Yes.
to.
But
His
he
work told
already
him,
told him, right?
yeah, that I came out negative. So they told him we want you to come to work then tomorrow. So
Well, I mean,
I'm
he
like, I don't
did.
know.
I mean, even then, I would be like, no, I don't feel good. And I just, even if it's the flu, I still don't want to fucking get everybody else sick, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Pero pues si te dicen you have to come into work, pues hey, it's not my fault if anybody else gets sick, then,
That's why I was
I'm trying to avoid
thinking.
it.
Like, if
Nobody,
I wanted to get everyone sick, like, I would have been going to work because I did want to go to work, but I didn't think it was fair for everybody else's family. Like, I don't know if I give it to this guy, he's going to go give it to his mom or wife. And what if something bad happens? I don't want it to
regardless
be
of it
because of
being
me.
corona or not, but I mean, obviously, corona is like a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, it's a little bit more
But it's
crazy.
like, okay, even if it's the flu, you still don't want to get anybody sick.
Exactly. Pues que tiene la flu, pero. No, no, I'm just playing.
Ay, ay, está bien, hombre, que.
Que la flu le den, hombre, y el cold también, el frío. Ay, ay.
So, flurona. Oh, God, flurona. Let's look at the symptoms for flurona or what this thing is.
Well, I don't even know what it is.
Look, it says this is from today.com. While rates of COVID-19 remain high across the country, clusters are beginning to pop up as well. And with both illnesses spreading, the possibility of getting a co-infection involving both of them, nicknamed Florona, is also becoming more of a possibility. In fact, a woman was released from an Israeli hospital just this week after being infected with both COVID 19 and the flu. Although she had mild symptoms, she was pregnant and unvaccinated. According to a report of the Times of Israel, and co infections like these have been reported in the US as early as spring 2020. Thankfully, the risk of developing infections like these is rare, but the possibility is all the more reason to protect yourself from both viruses.
Flurona, huh?
Flurona, what the hell?
I mean, I'm sure you could get both at the same time, just
Well, yeah, anything's possible now.
especially
Like,
right now because it's like getting cold and the change, and everybody's getting the flu, and some people are getting the COVID. So I'm sure you'll get both.
I mean, I heard that it's just gonna stick around. It's just gonna be like another flu.
Yeah,
It is,
basically.
right?
That's what I heard too, that it's just gonna be there always forever now.
It's a good thing because now they're gonna start making like pills and things like that, which it'll be a little bit more controlled, I feel.
I mean, I wonder if it's gonna be the same though, like, oh, you can't go to work or you can't be around people. Is it gonna be like the same thing? I
Well,
wonder, or
that's how it's always been with you're sick, but people don't fucking give a fuck. They still go to work. And you know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
but if you think about it nowadays, like you need a letter from a doctor. You need
Well,
something
because
to
it's
prove that you're sick because obviously they don't care, dude. If you have the flu, you're gonna go to work.
yeah.
But this is the only time that I've heard like you get COVID and you can go to work. You know what I mean? Which is cool because they're not trying for it to, like spread around.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like they probably should have done the same thing with the flu because I know I've gotten sick from being at work because somebody else was sick.
Oh yeah,
So,
especially like call centers and all that, where
oh
you're
yeah,
like enclosed in a small area and everybody's coughing and they're like touching. Ugh.
yeah.
Do you know where your? Let me ask you something. Do you know where your money corner is at home?
My money corner?
Yeah. You know what a money corner is?
No.
Okay, so a lot of people are gonna find this really cool because I found it really cool because I'm like, oh, I want to know where my money corner is, and it's sort of like a feng shui kind of thing where, you know how like you're supposed to put certain things in certain areas so you can get good energy in your
Yeah,
apartment, your home,
yeah,
whatever, right? So your money corner obviously brings you money, you know. So you're supposed to avoid putting stuff you know that are gonna stop that is it flow
yeah. That
of
flow.
money. Pretty much the money corner is the southeast corner of your home. So just picture a house, right? The door where the door is, it's gonna be like a 40, what is it, 40-degree angle, the first
Okay.
corner to the left. So if you're standing in front of your
My
door,
house. Yeah, in front of my
yeah.
door.
So it's gonna
It's
be the
gonna
first
be to my
corner
left.
to your left. But it's gonna be like you're gonna do a 40-degree angle, like a line,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the first corner that appears there. If there's not a direct corner there, then the first corner that's near there. That would be your
Okay.
money corner.
So then that would be
So then you would
40, 90 okay, 40 degrees
40
would
degree.
be
It's not
it's an
like
acute angle, right? It's
you know
acute.
how
So
90 is like this. So 40 would probably be like this or something. Yeah, like this, right?
so I'm thinking it's
Or
probably
around there like that. Because
so
that
then it
would be
should be by the kitchen then. By the dining room actually.
yours.
Yeah, I would think.
Mine is by my kitchen. Like, cause my door, well, it's an apartment. My door is on the side. It's not in the middle, you know. So it's on the
Mhm.
side. When I open my door, the first angle to my left corner would be this one right here by the kitchen. So that would be my little money corner. And you know what I had in there? In
Wow.
that corner, I had hanging like one of those things where I put all my bills and all my stuff, like all my. And then I learned that, and I was like, "Oh hell no, I'm gonna take that shit off." I removed it
Yeah.
right away, because I'll tell you right now what you need to put how to decorate it, or to bring. I
I think
heard that you put plans, like they have to be real plans, and it could
okay.
be like what are they called? The big ones, fiddle leaves. What are they called? Hold on.
Yeah, I think I know which ones. The ones that have like
This is how to decorate your feng shui money corner. There are many ways, different ways you can decorate your feng shui wealth corner to bring more prosperity into your life. Just remember that you shouldn't try to incorporate all of these ideas. Just choose the ones that make sense for you, and then so you can decorate. So you can use wood. The feng shui wealth corner is associated with the wood element. So placing objects related to the wood element in your wealth area can help bring in the prosperous energies you are seeking. Wood carries a masculine energy primarily. It denotes growth, life, and new beginnings. Wood is strong yet flexible, which is the way we want our finances to be so that they can weather any storm that hits. It says
that's crazy.
materials. It's interesting, right? Materials that are associated with the wood element and that can therefore be used in the wealth corner to bring in money include wood, wicker, bamboo, plants. They must be healthy. art depicting wood, trees, or plants. So you can use wood, okay?
Wood, yeah. Or plants, right? From
Or
what you said
plants,
in
but
the
they have to be
beginning.
healthy. I think I heard that it had to be like those spittle leaves, like the big ones. Don't
Okay.
ever put it says don't put any like cactus or anything like that. Like cacti or any of
He said like
those.
bamboo, right?
Like you have to put something that's like
What
there's a money
about
plant. There's a money
what
plant one.
about what is it called? Bonsai. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's the
those
one
are
I was gonna tell
beautiful.
you. Don't put that one. They said not to put that one.
Okay. Good thing it's in
Um
the bathroom.
Water has a mostly okay, so water is the element that strengthens wood. Therefore, it's also prudent to bring this element into the feng shui money corner. Water has a mostly feminine energy about it. Yet when we think of ocean waves and rapids, it takes more of a masculine energy. This element is quite unique in that it has the ability to flow and it is easily makes its way around obstacles with ease. Certainly, these are the qualities we want in our financial lives.
Mm.
Materials that are associated with water element and that can therefore be used in the wealth corner include water fountains and
Oh.
water features. Remember, water should flow in an infinite loop. It should never be flowing away from your home. And it's best when you keep it running all the time. Fish tanks, they must be well maintained. Glass, they should be kept clean. Mirrors, not too large in the wealth corner. Art depicting water, fish, and sea creatures and curved lines. There's light, growth. For light, you can use, make sure your feng shui wealth area of your house is well lit. Add a lamp with a wooden base, not a metal base. If lighting isn't an option, you can add a mirror to reflect light from a lamp across the room. So as long as it's lit up,
Yeah.
growth, anything that represents growth, you can put plants, flowers, money trees,
Water.
art depicting plants, herb gardens, and then feng shui colors. Anything associated with wealth can be used to enhance the energy, which is a colors associated with wood element, brown and green. Colors associated with water, blues, aquas, and black. Feng shui wealth colors is purple, gold, and red.
So
You
like for
can
example, mine has like a window by there. Like there's already a window there. I don't think I could decorate it because that's my mom's spot. But
like you
I'll
should tell her that's what the
ow.
money corner is. I'm sure she likes
Yeah.
money.
Who doesn't though?
Tell her it's a feng shui. That's the way the
That it should be. Cool.
so you can. I mean, you don't have to put everything. It's not like you have to do a whole
I'm gonna be like,
but you
Mom,
can
I'm decorating this corner.
put a plant there or like a nice little fountain. Little fountains with water. Okay.
Yeah, I have one actually. Probably put it there.
They have crystals for prosperity. Uh,
Mini me's.
huh?
Mini me's.
What is that?
Mini
Oh,
me's. Crystals.
very
I
funny.
like
I
that one, huh?
didn't get it.
I
I
did.
didn't get it. I was like, what? Crystals for prosperity that you can add into your wealth corner. You can add citrine, which is a pink little that one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
a
have some of
pink
those too.
one. This stone is one of the best manifestation stones, helping us to attract the situations and people into our lives that can bring prosperity. It helps us feel motivated to make our own dreams come true and provides us extremely positive energy that allows us feel our best.
That's crazy that you mentioned that little uh crystal. My niece is into like
Crystals?
crystals. So she made some candles, like for example, this one. She makes them and they smell really good, but she puts little crystals in it.
Oh, that's good.
And they're for good well yeah, they're like for good vibes and stuff like that. She puts a lot of those pink ones too.
The
And the
pink
pink
ones?
one, yeah, she made
The
this one
cit-
and it
uh-huh.
had a couple of them on top too. So I was like, oh, how cool. Switzerland.
Mira.
She's so cute.
She is. And it's interesting to know, like, and
Hmm.
some people are like, oh, like it's crystals, like whatever. But we think about it,
And
they
they're beautiful
do.
too. Yeah.
They're beautiful to look at, and everything holds energy,
Hmm.
especially crystals, because I don't know, I think
We
if
hold everything.
they hold
Yeah, we hold
energy.
everything.
So, pyrite, I think it's called pyrite, is known as the stone of wealth. Its grounding energy anchors us into earth and brings us financial stability. It is
What
often
color is that?
considered, okay, I'll show it to you right now. It is often considered a good luck charm that works to manifest our desires and helps us accomplish the impossible. It's like
Oh,
a
I don't know.
black,
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
bluish
those.
tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is often referred as a prosperity stone because it helps us attract wealth by making practical decisions that are inspired by spirit. When that happens, we are able to make positive transformations in our lives. So there's a bunch of stuff here. I'll link it down below too. Yeah, I mean, it's neat if you think about it, because I don't know if you heard. There's a lot of things where you're like, oh, you don't put a headboard blocking the window,
Yeah.
for safety reasons and for
It's supposed
and it's
superstitions too.
supposed,
Like
yeah,
I
and
heard that
they
it was bad.
yeah, and you're not supposed to put a freaking TV in front of your bed. But I have a
What-
big ass TV in front of my bed
Why? So how do you watch it?
because it's
Yeah.
like you're not supposed to put a mirror right in front of your bed
Oh no.
because mirror has energy, like it carries, you know. So you're not supposed to directly have a mirror in front of your thing.
Yeah.
It's like reflecting bad energy or
Yeah,
something
I
like that.
get.
So when you have a TV, it pretty much has it's not a mirror,
It's
but it's like
no, but you can
reflection,
reflect it. Yeah.
So I have one right in front, and I fucking hate that TV. I mean, I like it because it's easy. Like, oh, I'm gonna watch TV, and I'm laying down,
Yeah.
right? It's convenient, and it's a big TV. But I just hate it because it blocks everything. It's like
Yeah,
in the
like
middle, and it's like
there's
blocking
nothing to
everything, and it's just
yeah.
like you have to go around it and stuff. So, and I've heard that you're not supposed to have a TV in your room. Period. A lot of people do because it's
Most
convenient.
people I know have
Most
it,
people
yeah.
do. But it's just like because your room is supposed to be a relaxation place. Like you're supposed to go and rest. And if
Yeah.
you have things like that distract you,
Then it's
it
not
doesn't.
like a
It turns
resting.
into like an entertainment place where you're not. It's supposed to be meant for. It's supposed to calm you down, and you're supposed to go and rest and be peaceful and tranquil and everything, right?
Yeah.
And when you add these things that carry energy, it's just like, oh, let's put a fucking
You
PlayStation
don't
and let's
really
put
honestly, you don't even rest though because how many times have we stayed up watching a movie or watching a show and
exactly.
we're
And that's why they say you're not
half
even supposed
asleep?
to put your phones. You're not even supposed to put your phones nearby. Your phone's supposed
Yeah.
to go somewhere else away from your bedroom.
Yeah.
But everybody uses their phone as an alarm.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
it's like, fuck. And then they tell you, you wake up, you're not supposed to look at the phone. That's not the first thing you do. And everybody does that. That's the first thing you do.
Like who's messaged me also, even for those people who don't use their phone as an alarm, the first thing you do
Yeah.
is get your phone and oh, let's see if somebody called or texted.
Or go
Like
through fucking social media or whatever.
mm,
And you're just like, and instead of like taking the time to like, hey, I'm going to get up and then I'm going to do what I have to do. And then, and
you don't even do that.
no.
Yeah. You end up laying down more, looking through your shit.
And that's why I like it because it's like, oh, cool. Like, entree, like, oh, you have something. Like, there's a purpose for every corner, and it flows.
Yeah.
Time to be alive, start a podcast, become a DJ, try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, but the batteries die.